the anthem. That's one of the best songs up there. P.S. Jordan Riki joins us on the line now. Congratulations, first and foremost, mate. You get the opportunity to run out in front of your home fans, friends, and family in the black and white jersey. How special is that?
No, thanks for having me. It's obviously awesome to be able to represent New Zealand, and what a better place to do it. Obviously back home where I grew up, and like you said, in front of my friends and family. So hugely grateful and really excited to run out there with the boys.
Jordan, it's been an up and down season. It's been well documented, and you've travelled a bit overseas at the end of the season, which is great. You're able to get away and enjoy yourself. How did you find out the news that you were going to be part of the New Zealand squad?
Stacey rang me when I was overseas, and lucky enough, I remember speaking to Mum before I went over. She goes, "Oh, make sure you pack your runners and a bit of gym wear. You just never know." And I was like, "Yeah, all right." And I ended up going for a few runs with my big mate Fletcher Baker, which was nice. So it's a good way to see a bit of touristy stuff as well, running around different cities and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. And majority of the hotels that we were staying at had like a little gym and stuff like that. And halfway through my trip, Stacey rang me and let me know I was in the 21-man squad, and I was real excited and keen, and just obviously hugely grateful, like I said, to be a part of the squad. And the first game here in Christchurch, so pretty excited for that.
And Fletcher continued at the buffets, and you eased off a bit, did he?
Yeah, no, he's all good. He's a big eater, the big fella, and he's good to have. He's good to have around. He's a good laugh. So it was a good crew of us that went over and just got to be able to get away from the game for a bit, which was nice. So yeah.
Yeah, talk to us about obviously you've been part of the Māori team for a number of years now, and you can see the passion that really shines through. And I know you personally, Jordan. I understand how much that means to you. But give us a sense of Stacey Jones is obviously one of the most iconic New Zealand rugby league players that you've ever sort of heard of, and the heritage that he brings. Is that something that gets portrayed within the group once you go into camp?
Yeah, 100%. You've got people like Stacey Jones and Stephen Kearney, who's part of the coaching staff. Adam Blair, who hugely connected to their culture. And pretty much day one, we had a porphyry, which is like a welcome to country in New Zealand, and it was just really cool. And it was actually hugely emotional too, because my sister was a part of the welcoming group. So to be able to see my younger sister, welcoming myself and the team onto Christchurch was hugely emotional for me, I guess, to see my little sister do that, and to be able to have my mum a part of that also as well behind the scenes. That was hugely important, not only for myself, but I think for the team as well. And all the boys got around me and said, it was awesome to be able to be welcomed back to Christchurch from pretty much the Riki family. So that was really cool, and obviously hugely emotional for me. So yeah.
And then putting all that emotion aside, mate, and it probably won't stop right up till the kickoff. What's been said getting down to business? What's important for New Zealand to beat Australia?
I think it's just the little things. We just got to get the little things right. And just stick to basic footy, stuff like that wins you games. Kick to the corners and all that sort of stuff. We watched a bit of footage of the Australia and Tonga game, and Australia really came out and played, and they've got some really key important players throughout their squad that get them around the park. So for us, it'll just be obviously gelling well throughout this week and the other weeks to come. And hopefully we can, go out there and get the job done. And the end goal for us is to lift that trophy at the end of this series. So I know myself and all the boys are excited to get out there.
Jordan, has there been any talk? Obviously, it's a vastly different side to what was able to that played the Australian side last year in that 30-0 win. Has there been any talk about that game at all? Because I know from Australia's point of view, they're using a huge motivational point of view, given the fact that you guys pantsed them. Has there been any talking around that?
Not really, to be honest. Stacey came in and sort of pretty much wiped the clean slate, and went, that was last year's, and we got to focus on this game and this series. And he said pretty much day one that the boys that have come in and, compared to the last year's team, the new boys that have come in, he backs us 100% to be able to get the job done, especially here in New Zealand as well. And, like I said, the excitement throughout the boys is through the roof, and you can just feel it, out on the training paddock, but also just throughout the boys, all of us gelling together and having a laugh. So it's really nice to be back home and to be, mixed in with the New Zealand heritage and stuff like that again. So, yeah.
Talking about back home, Madge Maguire, who's obviously now your Bronco coach, have you had any dialogue with him? Have you touched base? Have you spoken? Have you caught up at all?
Yeah. I had a good phone call with Madge maybe about a week and a half ago, just to talk about, what he, sort of wants from myself, but also the playing group as well. And I think he was just asking about how my body's feeling and, how I'm, resting up and all that sort of stuff and getting ready for the 2025 season. I had a bit to do with Madge when I was in the Kiwis squad a couple of years ago when he was the coach. And, I get along with him really well. He's got high standards and stuff like that. So I have a little bit to sort of feel like and see what Madge is like. And I'm just excited what he could obviously bring to the team. So, it'll be good. Pre-season coming up and obviously for 2025 as well.
Hey, great stuff. Talking with Jordan Riki ahead of his debut match for New Zealand against the Australians there in Christchurch, mate. All the very best and good luck.
Thanks, Jordan.
Cheers. Thank you.
There we have Jordan Riki. He sort of evaded us early, but we were able to get him. We'll track him down. He's a terrific kid, Jordan Riki.
They just haven't got the match play in their legs, have
well,
they?
They
but
haven't.
It sounds like they've just made that into an advantage.
Well, they haven't. I can tell you this. I don't know what would have been hitting the treadmill if I was overseas and he was in Amsterdam at the time when he gets the phone call and alongside another teammate. You'd probably have a couple of celebratory drinks and, cheers the moment. And cheers in the moment is Tommy Hackett been sitting patiently in studio. Normally this is your time to shine. Well, in that game, Tommy, Australia had beaten Tonga last week, but the Kiwis have beaten the Australians last year. Do they go in as favourites or still underdogs?
Australia go in as clear favourites.
Yep.
And very short, in my opinion here, boys. Australia $1.28, New Zealand $3.70. The line, 11.5 points, I think, does seem, again, on the excessive side. So I don't mind New Zealand there, particularly at the line. If you want to get around Jordan in his first test match, he's $6.40 to score a try at any time. He's $41 to score the first try. I don't mind Jordan from week to week at Broncos anytime try scorer bets because he runs really good lines at the try line, really good angles. So I don't mind him at that value price.
Yeah, it's not a bad price.
Highly rated as a kick chaser, isn't he?
Yeah, kick chaser, kick pressure. But he, one thing he has done, Jordan Riki, is he has aimed up when he's put on a Māori jersey, and he will aim up with a Kiwi jersey. We're just going to have a slight break. We're going to get to you a little bit later, and you're here for the remainder of the show before you duck off to.
You're going to Melbourne.
Yeah, he's off to
Melbourne.
Look at
Cox
him.
Plate. I'm excited.
Can't you
I'm
see the
excited.
smile on his face?
Yamba,
You're going to Melbourne. I'm going to Warwick, and Hills, you're going to Yamba. So
We're all doing all right then.
We're going okay.
Some better than others.
That's it.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.